Hey guys, I'm looking at my connection. I think I have a good connection. Okay, so today I am doing a little part 2 video to the one I made yesterday about how to exercise, work, and play in the heat without getting heat stroke, and the top 4 things that you need to know about. One of which was electrolytes. And so I was telling you guys I would expand on the electrolytes that you needed to make sure you're getting everything properly and enough of everything to keep yourself healthy and so you don't overheat when you're outside because it's 1,000,000 degrees. So, or at least it is here. So, I'm going to show y'all some of my favorite powders and supplements that I use during the summertime, especially, well, someone's here, especially when, come here, buddy. Good job. Come here. Hurry. Roby, come here, baby. Very good. Thank you, monkey. All right, so that's just the way live videos go. All right, so back to the topic. Sit, bud. Thank you. All right, so we're going to talk about my favorite powders and supplements that I use to make sure that I get enough electrolytes when I'm exercising or playing or working out in the heat, right? Okay, so I'm going to show y'all several. You can usually find these anywhere. Y'all, Amazon's awesome. Go to Amazon and order stuff from there if you can't find it at the health food stores, but a lot of this I get health food store. A lot of just the basic grocery stores have really good stuff now too, but you can get all the electrolytes you need. Calcium is an electrolyte. Sodium's a big one. Magnesium, potassium, chloride. Those are your main electrolytes, and these are the ones that you sweat out, right? So we need to replenish those. Be sure you're drinking enough water, of course. But this one is Ultima Replenisher. I had this one just the other day. I'm going to show you guys. Just like so. I'm going to read off the, I was going to say there's probably a website on here. It says 0 sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners. You just add water. It's a powder. It's a single serving. I like that. And it's grape and it tastes really good. You want to be careful of the sports drinks because they're usually higher in sugar than anything else. And if there is an electrolyte in there, it's always just sodium. So in my opinion, I would prefer to just do pickle juice. If I'm just going to do sodium and that's the main one that I need to replenish, then pickle juice is the way to go, and it's actually really good for you. Eat the pickle, drink the juice, mix it with your water, whatever. I used to put this in my water bottle on the bike when I'd go for a long bike ride, and I will still come home and drink, about 4 ounces of pickle juice if I've been training clients all day long outside and I'm super dehydrated, or feeling like I'm kind of, a good sign that you're lacking in electrolytes is that you feel kind of dizzy or nauseous. And if you're starting exercise, you haven't been exercising in a long time, or you're just starting out, that's something that's very, very common. You will sweat more, and the fitter you are, the less you sweat. And so you'll sweat your electrolytes out a little bit more quickly, and that's kind of gonna make you feel nauseous. I've done another video on that. So if you feel nauseous after a workout, in the middle of a workout, look at your electrolytes and that will pass. Another one that I like is Ultima Replenisher as well, and it's the same brand, but it comes in a bucket, a small bucket, and they've got different flavors. And it's got all your electrolytes and they're all balanced out, and you just add it to water. So I'll just put a scoop or so in my water bottle, and then I will have that handy as well. Another good one that's a natural food source besides pickles is coconut. Now, this is my favorite brand, the Real Coconut Water. This one does have the coconut pulp in it, but you can buy it without. Tastes really good, I think. Now, if you hate coconut, to me, this does not taste like coconut. It's very light, it's very liquidy. You can see the pulp in the bottom, but like I said, you can totally get it without the pulp. And I really like this. It doesn't have sweeteners in it, but it has a lot of your electrolytes, and coconut water has a lot of natural electrolytes that you're not getting in a powder. I mean, ultimately, this is man-made, right? But sometimes you just need some extra help. But this is not, and this is something that's really natural, and it's good to have on hand and sip on it, right? You can freeze it, make ice cubes, and add it to your water bottle that way if it's a little too strong for you. So that's another one. Again, you can find it anywhere. And I like the fact that it does not have to be refrigerated. So you can keep it in your pantry, or you can just, you know, like I said, make ice cubes out of it. I like to make ice cubes out of everything, and then you can add what you want to, even the pickle juice. Make ice cubes out of your leftover pickle juice, and then you can just add it to your water bottle and make it as weak or as strong as you want to. You don't have to chug pickle juice if that freaks you out. I don't know why it would. Pickle juice is awesome. Okay, the other one that I really like that I've used a lot, especially on the bike, is I say Noon. I don't know how you pronounce it, but if you're from Odessa or West Texas, you can say things however you want. Part of our charm is the way we talk, right? So Noon, N-U-U-N. You can get this anywhere. Academy has it. Any sports place has it. You can probably find it at the grocery store. I know the health food stores have it. There's a million different flavors. And it's a little tablet. I'll open one up for you guys. It's a little tablet. Okay, and you just drop it in your water bottle and it will dissolve in there. So make sure that you do that earlier. But what I like about this, and this is for something that I do with Tracy too, is he can keep this in his truck. And when he's working and he gets caught outside and it's super hot, he can add his own electrolytes to his own water bottle whenever he feels like he needs to. And these are really easy too to break in half. So if he needs 1.5, that's great. Or if he just needs, you know, a little extra, he can add that to it. And he can just keep it in his pickup all the time and he's not caught without it. And I do keep this in my truck as well, just in case, you know, I'm out and I get stuck out and I just really don't want to do the Gatorade. Because if you're trying to cut back on your sugar, or you don't need the extra sugar. Sugar dehydrates you on top of it. So if you're trying to add the electrolytes, be aware of the sports drinks. A lot of times at work or in races or sports or those kinds of things, they will offer water and they'll offer a sports drink of some sort. But this, if you've got this in your bag, you can just make your own with a bottle of water, and it's just going to fare a lot better. It's going to give you the right electrolytes that you need and not just salt and sugar, right? Okay, so let's see. This is another one. This is called Bioplasma Sport. Now, you know, this is something that I've used in triathlon because I could take this with me, put it on the bike, or stick it in my pocket, and it literally, you don't have to have water to dissolve it. You can actually just open the packet and it says dissolves on your tongue or in water. And so that's kind of handy if you're racing, if you're running or triathlon, or you're at work and you just don't have access to, you know, this is kind of a bulky or whatever, then you can just stick this in your pocket and have it handy. And if you need it, if you start feeling really cruddy, you can just dissolve it on your tongue. You don't have to try to wait for it to dissolve in your water bottle, right? So usually if I'm training out, I train on my clients outside, but if I'm working out and I feel like I'm just getting kind of yucky at my tummy and I know that that's an electrolyte thing, the pickle juice is my staple. It's the one I go to, and here's why I do that. Here's a little, you know, I put in the description that I was going to share with y'all some fun little knowledge that you may not know. If you sweat and you're outside and you're sweating and you wear a cap or your shirt or whatever, and you have that white salt ring around your cap or around your collar or your pits, right? That usually is a sign that you drink a lot of water during the day and that you are on a low sodium diet. I know people think that if you have a salt ring, that means that you have too much sodium in your diet. That's not true. It's opposite. So if you are sweating and you have a big salt ring, that means that you do not have enough sodium in your diet. You're gonna need to add a little bit more kosher salt to your cooking or something like that. So usually that's what that means 99% of the time. So know that, and that's a sign that you need to add more sodium. For me, I run low on sodium. partly because I have good nutrition, but partly it's genetic as well. So if you're a salty sweater, that's also genetic. I get it from my dad. He's a salty sweater too, but we both drink lots of water and we eat well, so it contributes. But I know that about me, so that's something that's key. If you know your body, and the better you learn your body, then the more knowledge you've got, and you can replenish the things that you need a lot better and a lot safer, right? So for me, I know I need the sodium, so pickle juice is usually my go-to. If I'm out a lot and I know that my diet's not really great just because I'm not very hungry, so I'm not eating as much, so I'm not getting the nutrients that I need, I will go to these little powders or, you know, the noon caps or some stuff like that just to help make sure I get that. But if you're eating good, all your greens, celery, tuna, avocados, bananas, raisins, grapes, dates, eggs, nuts, all those things have electrolytes in them. So if you're eating nutritious foods and you're eating a nice, round, well-balanced diet, not just vegetables or just fruit or just fat or just protein, right? Everything. Then you're going to be getting electrolytes that you need from your food. Drink enough water, supplement when you're over sweating or you're out in the heat too much with some of these ideas that you've got going on. And I hope that this is very helpful for y'all. I hope you go back and watch that other video if you didn't watch that yesterday. It's the top 4 things to help you be able to survive the heat this summer and keep yourself safe and healthy while you're out in it. So if you have questions, let me know. If you need help trying to figure out what you need personally, you can contact me through my website and set up a coaching call. I'm happy to help you do that. If you want to know more about supplements and electrolytes and all that kind of good stuff, I have all that information in my book. So if you have not got a copy of your book, do that. That's got tons of information in it. There's tons of other free information on my website and YouTube channels, free videos that explain a lot of this stuff too. So hopefully this helps. Watch again this week. I'm going to do another video on my favorite sunscreens. If you're sensitive skinned like me and you can't wear sunscreen without getting an itchy rash, then you definitely want to stay tuned for that video. So watch for that. I hope y'all have an awesome day. Again, let me know if you have questions. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.